If you work in cybersecurity field, this can be your way to a green card. Hi, my name is Val. I work as a cybersecurity architect, and my green card is based on National Interest Waiver EB2 visa, which was approved due to my cybersecurity expertise. One of the key advantages of EB2 National Interest Waiver visa is that you can apply without having an attorney. You can use your own petition. You don't need to have an employer waiting for you in the United States, and you don't even need to be in the United States. So you can do everything from abroad. You can submit an application, and USCIS will review it. Sometimes it can request additional evidences, but in my case, they did not. This can be your way to green card as well. You might know that there are multiple work type visas which allow you to come to the United States, work, and possibly convert it to permanent residence. One of the biggest advantages of this visa is your ability to apply for it without having an employer. You don't even have to get a labor certificate, which is necessary in some other circumstances. EB2 National Interest Waiver does have several requirements. Basically, there are about 10 items. The USCIS, United States Immigration Service, states that an applicant for this type of visa needs to comply with at least 3 of the items. I will leave the link to the requirements down below in the description. I will go through some of them which I used to include into my petition. So let's go one by one. First, you need to prove to the United States Immigration Service that you do have advanced degree in the necessary field. So in this case, it can be computer science, computer engineering, software architecture. What does advanced degree mean in terms of USCIS? It's not a PhD as you might think, but it's something above or equal bachelor's level degree. So if you have a bachelor's degree diploma, that means that you comply with the requirements of having an advanced degree to apply for this type of visa. The other requirement is to prove to the USCIS that you have been judging the work of others. The best chance to satisfy to this criteria is to actually become a judge. So how you can do this? There are multiple events out there in the tech field where companies line up in order to get investments or present their product to public. So these kind of events or conferences or prizes often have like a judge committee. The place of a judge is publicly available, so you can join this type of event, this conference or prize challenge, and you can become a judge. You can review the work of the company, or you can review the security of the product. You can review its infrastructure, or for example, you can take a look at their network security setup and determine that the product is secure or it needs some attention in certain spaces. The important part is an official record. So for example, some of the events provide you with an ID card which states that you are attending this event as a judge. So this is one of the ways to comply with this particular requirement. The other requirement is membership in the professional associations. So how can you get this membership? Professional associations related to cybersecurity have their representation in the internet. You can join them online. Sometimes there is a membership fee, but still the ability to join these professional associations is pretty much open to you. You will need letters or recommendations from your current or past employers showing that you were in this field for 10 or more years. You need actual letters with signatures, at least in the electronic form. These letters should contain the information about the company, like its name, what it does, its address. USCIS could contact the representative and to find out if you actually worked there. Some other criteria they want to have in the candidate's petition is that you received a salary which is in a competitive range for your region. You need to address to some sort of statistics. So, for example, you can open up the Bureau of Labor Statistics and find some occupation or profession which is closest possible to what you represent in cybersecurity. The United States Labor Statistics Bureau does have security analyst position. There is a base salary for security analyst, base average, so you can compare your salary to this one if you work in the United States. If you work in some other country, you can find the most relevant information in some sort of statistics bureau or websites like glassdoor.com. Again, Glassdoor is for the US only, and you need to find statistics for your own region. The meaning of this item is that you need to show, to prove that your salary is at least not lower than median average in your region for this type of profession. The next item is recognition of your achievements. So you can explain it multiple ways, but the best would be recommendation letters from your professors when you attended university, or your papers which you published even being students, like a bachelor students. So if you have articles which are in any way related to computer science, or you can prove that the topic in your article can be applied to cybersecurity, that is absolutely awesome. You can use industry grade certifications, like for example in cybersecurity you can use CISSP, or you can use vendor certifications from AWS, GCP or Azure, related to security of course. By collecting these evidences and attaching them to your petition, you are demonstrating that you do have an advanced degree and exceptional ability in the field. To comply with the criteria of national importance, to get the so-called national interest waiver, which allows you to bypass the labor certification, you need to prove that your work, your occupation, and your particular skills can help the United States in their national interests. We all know that in cybersecurity there are always threats, there are always vulnerable systems which we need to protect. For the government, it is important that the companies, the government structures, the institutions have good protection in terms of cybersecurity. Right now it's a field where other nations have a very high competition. I am attaching documents that relate to Biden administration Infrastructure Act, which state that cybersecurity is one of the top priorities for a nation. This can be another evidence of importance of your work. And of course, this is in no way an attorney advice. I am a cybersecurity architect with a green card, which I got through the EB2 National Interest Waiver, I strongly advise to find an attorney who specializes in EB2 type national interest waiver visas, because the language which is used in the petition is highly specific. An attorney can combine all the information which you provide to him and create a case for you. Good luck!